Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today in this webinar. We're going to be covering installations, so easy installation with Ruptela devices, and we're going to be checking how to reduce installation time and complexity with Ruptela technology. My name is Philippe. I'm sales manager here in Ruptela, and I am joined today by Fatima, who is a field application engineer and who will be sharing the technical parts. So just to give a bit of information about the topics that we'll be covering today, here's the agenda. So we're going to be just having a brief overview of the newest Ruptela solutions. Then we're going to be going through 3 installation approaches. We're going to be covering everything from basic tracker installation up to more complex CAN bus installations and connections. So all of this, keeping it very easy, fast, simple, and secure. Also, we're going to be covering some of the new harness solutions. As some of you may know, our harnesses were mostly for advanced sections, but we've also got harnesses now for our mid sections and entry-level devices, which once again contribute to faster installations, more reliable installations, and more professional installations. Lastly, we'll be having our Q&A session. So one thing I would like to mention also is that we have our colleague Janina, who is also in the chat. So you're more than welcome to share your questions over there. She will be answering as many as she can, and we'll also be checking your questions here. And we'll have the Q&A session at the end where we will be discussing all of these questions and inquiries. So please do feel free to drop any questions you may have. And now I will give the floor to Fatima, who will be sharing the installation. And yeah, just some additional information also about some of the new features that we have. So some of you may know that we've already done some webinars on some of these features, so such as the scripting solution, the custom BLE feature, and the CAN for all device. So these features will also allow you to have quicker installations, more efficient operations, and better approach overall. We also have obviously the custom CAN and the rapid vehicle integration. So this will be also facilitating everyday operations and improving efficiency overall.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fatima, and welcome and thank you all for joining today's webinar. I'm a field application engineer at Ruptela. I'll be presenting today's session alongside Felipe, and my fellow field application engineer, Janina, will be helping us with answering the questions in the chat. Okay, so the topic for today's webinar, as Felipe mentioned, is reducing installation time and complexity with Ruptela devices. Let's begin the webinar with a very simple question. How many of you all have spent more time than usual than what you have planned on regular tracker installations? So if your answer is yes, then you obviously know what impacts it can have. It not only just adds up extra time to your installation, it also reduces the efficiency and productivity and ultimately the bottom line, which is the business side of your business, so the economic side of your business. That's why completing an installation quickly, then accurately, and without having to go back and rewire anything is very important. So every minute saved here means lower installation costs, better resource utilization, and a better experience for both installers and your customers. And that's exactly what we are going to focus on today, how Ruptela helps you to reduce installation time and complexity without having to compromise on the data it gets and making it faster, simpler, and more reliable. Okay, now let's first look into why installation efficiency matters. So let's say when we get a new project, what do we usually focus on? We focus on questions like what device are we going to use, what is the price of this device, and what data are we going to get from this device. We usually don't give much attention to the installation time, which may later come as a hidden key factor that may add up to your like extra cost or extra time, all these things only because your installation time your installation was just not right, or it took longer than usual. So for a successful installation, we need time as well as some resources. The main requirement for any successful installation is a skilled technician who's not always available when we want them. And because of which reinstallation can happen quite often. When we talk about reinstallation, I'm referring to the revisits for re-service visits. So when re-service visits happens, it adds up extra time. Then you'll have to see the frustration from the client that they won't be having to deliver the vehicles to the customers on time. So all this happens only because your initial installation was not up to the mark or was not actually successful. Another challenge that we usually face is the complexity in the wiring. So the more complex the wiring is, the greater the chance of the installation errors. So this can again lead to unnecessary downtime, additional service visits, and delays in getting the vehicle back into operation. Ultimately, it's all about the customer frustration. So that's exactly why in the beginning, I told you installation efficiency directly affects the cost of your project. So when we talk about a well-executed installation, what we actually mean is you don't have to go back and rewire the device later. So all these factors, when you add up, cost us you extra time, extra money on the overall cost of your project. Today, in this session, we are going to discuss about 3 such installation approaches, which saves your time which saves your time and the complexity. So the devices that we are going to discuss today are SZ5, Eco5 battery mounted, and HCV5 Lite with OBD Splitter Harness. The typical efforts for these installations ranges from seconds to minutes. So we are also going to discuss more about some of the applications and real-time use cases of these devices. You never know, one of these devices from our portfolio might turn out to be the ideal solution for your next project or your business requirement. Okay, let's begin with the SZ5 device. Okay, what are the key benefits of SZ5? So SZ5, as you may already know, it's a fully wireless device. As the word wireless implies, you don't have to you don't have to do any additional wiring. It is no extra time required for connections or anything. All you have to do is just take the device, place it in a location which is appropriate, and you can simply start tracking the asset or the vehicle, within no time. And it's a very small sized, compact device, which makes it easy to conceal and hidden. Like you simply can hide the device in a place which is not that visible. And this device comes with BLE 6.0 support, which means it can scan the surrounding beacons and make use of it for different purposes, which we are going to discuss as we move forward. The device, one of the main functionality of this device is GNSS plus cell ID positioning, which gives you the freedom to install the tracker even in areas where it doesn't properly get GPS fix and satellite visibility. So what it does is it make use of the cell ID positioning, with which you can even get the location, with which you can even get the location when there is no proper GPS fixes available. Then the main use case of this device is that, just give me a moment. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, let's continue now. So the main functionality of this device is its battery life. The battery of this device can last up to 3 years with 2 pings a day. Um, but of course, you can increase the number of pings, the number of updates that you want to the server as per your requirements or needs. The device also comes with tamper alerts, which means when somebody unauthorized opens up the case of this device, you can configure it to get alerts on your on the phone number, or you can also get SMS on the configured phone number. Let's now look into like how you can make use of this device to track. As you can see in this image, all you have to do is take this Z5 device, just configure it, which takes literally like a few minutes, because if we already have inbuilt some of the pre-configured settings in the application. And then once you have configured it, just take the device and go place on your asset or vehicle in an appropriate location, wherever you want it. You don't have to do any connections, no cables, nothing is required. We also sell magnetic holders for this device, which is an additional accessory. You can check with sales manager if you would like to have that additional magnetic holder from us. As we were mentioning, you don't have to do any additional wiring on this device. The casing of this device is an IP68 rated, which means it's fully waterproof, and you can it can withstand harsh environmental conditions for a longer duration. It will not affect it anyways. Then, because of its compact size, again, it can be used to hide it in a place where it is not that visible. Again, like I was mentioning earlier, because of its functionality, the GNSS plus cell ID positioning functionality, it helps it to be able to do the data collection, even when it is hidden in a place where there is no proper GPS fix. Now let's look into where you can make use of this device. So you may already be knowing that Z5 is not just a regular standard GPS tracker. So it doesn't continuously give you where the vehicle has been moving, what is the speed of the vehicle, or what are the like different kinds of report with this continuous tracking. So Z5 is a special kind of device, not so typical, that can be used for more, let's say, interesting, but less obvious situations and scenarios. But the applications you can generally be categorized into like safety and security, where you don't need the continuous updates from the asset. Like you can, let's say, for example, you can have periodical updates, or you can get where the vehicle is on a daily updates, like on a daily basis. You can get the update from the vehicle, from the device where it is. Because of this, it is really suitable for some of the applications like hidden vehicle tracking, backup recovery tracking, trailer tracking, rental equipment tracking, portable machinery tracking. So this is like a few of them I've mentioned here, which some of them I'll be explaining to you in detail, where you can make use of them. The first one being backup tracking and stolen asset recovery. This is one of the most relevant and important application of the Z5. So in today's world, where vehicle theft is becoming increasingly sophisticated, we can say the thieves are very equipped with all kinds of instruments like equipments to know where the tracker is and where it is being installed, and how you can find it out, how you can remove them, tamper it with, unplug it, jam it, on whatever the thing they can do it, they just do it with. So in this, because of all these things, we can make use of a secondary tracker. In this case, Z5. So Z5, because of its size and because of its nicest features, what you can do is you can simply keep it in a location where it is hidden, concealed, like for example, in under the interiors, under the seat, or in a place where it is not obvious or not so visible. Then another functionality of the HCV5 device is that we can turn off the LED indicators. You can simply like disable it, making the device even more discreet and helping it remain unnoticed for a long time. So even if the main tracker is disconnected or becomes unavailable, what we can do is HCV5 will be available and it can continue giving you information where the vehicle currently is. Then a device also comes with a 3-axis accelerometer. It means, let's say you can, whenever the device moves up on the, like when it crosses a threshold of movement, it can also give you information, more frequent updates. You can also get into the recovery mode, where it can also give you a call and SMS that the vehicle has lost the connection with its main tracker. So it adds an additional safety layer for your standard vehicle tracker. The next very important application for HCV5 is the trailer tracking. Unlike trucks, you already know that trucks, the trailers usually don't have a permanent power source. So what these trailers, they remain parked in a yard, warehouse, or customer site for days, maybe weeks, or even months. So because of that, using a standard GPS tracker comes with limitations of power supply, to be precise. This is where you can make use of HCV5. So it's completely battery powered. It can be installed on virtually any trailer. So because of its compact size, you don't have to do any additional wiring. All you have to do is just place the tracker just near to the head of it, and you can also keep it in the sleep mode, or like 1 ping a day or 2 pings a day when it is stationary, so that you can save some of the battery. And then once the trailer starts moving, the HCV5 can immediately sense it and can give you more frequent number of pings to tell you that, okay, the trailer is now attached to the head and it's being moved and it's being taken away. Now, because of this movement sensor, you can also create alerts, like when the trailer is being taken out from the depot, like without authorization, or if it is taken out from some like outside the working hours, all of these things. So it gives the fleet owners peace of mind, like without actually sending a lot of data, which is not necessary when the trailer is stationary. So when it is continuous data, you always get the pings from the device, even when it is not required when the vehicle is stationary. So with HCV5, you can overcome this pain, that you don't have to you can get the data that is required. You don't have to get a lot of unwanted, unnecessary data. Moving to the next one, which is the construction equipment and generator tracking. So usually, this construction fields are vast and spread across a lot of remote areas. So companies have excavators, loaders, cranes, portable generators, a lot of these kind of equipments, which is highly expensive, which is of high value. So what they do is they just give these high valuable assets to different locations. They rent it out, or they just keep it for like a temporary location for some time. So it's important for these companies to know, are they actually using the equipments, or are they sitting idle? So if they're not being used, they can reassign it to another equipment which is right now not in use, or which may rent it out sooner. So for this purpose, you can make use of this HCV5 device, and you can also detect you can make use of the movement sensor feature of the HCV5 device. So whenever it starts moving, you can determine, you can configure the movement threshold on the HCV5 configuration. So if the device exceeds the threshold, you can the asset5 device will immediately start giving you more number of pings that okay, that this particular tracker or this particular equipment is in use. So this is very this gives extra visibility of the assets to companies where they keep their valuable assets in remote areas, like different locations, everything. Okay, the next one is leasing and rental vehicle tracking. Okay, so for rental companies, when we talk about rental companies, they're the biggest challenge they usually face is a control over their vehicles once they leave their rental facility. So a vehicle might be rented for days, maybe weeks, or even months. And during this period, the vehicle needs the visibility, where it is being used, is it being used, or where is it parked, is it to make sure that it is not parked in some airport, like giving them hefty fines, or it is not parked in some, let's say, some remote areas, or it is not taken by police in the impounding area where because of its issues that it may have caused. So because of all these things, you can, and again, these rental companies do not always need to track the vehicles like minute by minute, seconds by seconds, no. They just want to know where the vehicle is it being used, or is it being, or is it, or is it not taken out of the country, or it is not stolen away, all these things. So they can simply make use of the asset5 device. It gives you the it gives you the location on a daily basis or in a periodic way, or in case if the device gets stolen also, I mean, God forbid, if the car gets stolen, you can also get the last known location of the device. And this, because of the device being wireless, you can use the same device for different cars when the rental device comes back to the facility. The next one we have is the company vehicle tracking. So usually the companies give vehicles to the salespeople, to the employees, to different that starts from different fields. So if the manager or whoever is responsible feels like the employee is not trustworthy, because it's very hard to get the trustworthy people these days. So if you're feeling like your employee is not trustworthy, you can simply put an asset5 device, again, no wiring, no connection, fully wireless. So you can simply put our asset5 device on the vehicle, and then you can come to know where this vehicle is moving. Is it going in the planned route? Is it being used out of the working hours, or is it or is it being or it is not being used for anything which it is not supposed to be using it for. And you can also get geofencing, where you can mark the areas, and you can just on your server level you can get if the vehicle is not being taken to a location where it is not supposed to be taken. So it gives you the managers the peace of mind, and to make sure that everything is fine and the operation is going smoothly. Okay, so far I have been talking about asset5 device. So if you have any questions about the device, you can simply drop it in the chat. We have Yanina to answer all your questions, and if you have anything interesting, let's talk about it at the end of the session. Okay, let's now move to the next device, which is the Eco5 battery mounted device. So this is not a wireless device. This device needs installation, but very simple installation. Let's look into how easy the installing an Eco5 battery mounted device is. So the key benefits of Eco5 battery mounted device is that it comes with a U connector. It means you don't have to again, it can be directly mounted onto the battery of the vehicle. So you don't have to go open up the dashboard of the vehicle, find out where the ignition wire is, all those things you don't have to do. All you have to do is just make use of the U connector, simply mount the device to the battery of the vehicle. This device comes with an IP68 rated casing, which means, again, it is fully waterproof and can withstand harsh environmental conditions. The device comes with BLE. With our newest feature in our portfolio, which is the custom BLE feature. With this feature, you can make use of any sensor, be it from Ruptela, be it from our competitors, be it from any manufacturer in the world, be it new in market, whatever it is. You can simply make use of this BLE sensor to read data from it, be it fuel level, be it the axle load, be it any kind of information from the sensors. You can simply get it on your server. You don't need any kind of additional information, and it is not taking a lot of time to start making use of this sensor. Then the device also has one of the best feature, which is the lowest power consumption. It has ultra low power consumption, which is less than 0.5 milliampere when it is in sleep mode. So you can make use of this device when you think the vehicle is going to be parked for a long time, it's going to be stationary for a longer time without worrying about the vehicle battery being drained out. Okay, so how you can install this Eco5 battery mounted device, which is the very purpose of our webinar. So you can see with this, as I was mentioning, the Eco5 device comes with a U-type connector. So as you can see here in the picture, you can simply mount this Eco5 device onto the vehicle battery with this U-type connector. And the wirings of this device comes with a protective wiring safety layer, which means it is even resistant to chemicals and temperature fluctuations. So it is not going to harm your device or your vehicle in any way, even if it is being used, which is very near to the vehicle battery, under the hood. You can just install it under the hood or anywhere which you think may harm the device. It is completely safe from all these things. Okay, next, let's see where the Eco5 device best fitted. So this device comes as a part of Eco5 device, which is our one of the best-selling devices, which is very cost-effective. So you can get precise vehicle tracking, asset tracking, at a very cost-effective pricing. With this device, you're also getting the additional benefit of making use of the BLE sensors. So when we talk about the BLE sensors, you already know you don't have to go through the hassle of like fixing it somewhere or doing a lot of things like a lot of wiring. It just transmits the data over the BLE. So with this BLE sensor, custom BLE sensors, again, you can simply make use of the functionality to get fuel level, temperature, door status, anything that you want with the Eco5 device. Okay, let's now look into the applications of this Eco5 device. So mainly the first thing that we're going to discuss about is Asset5 device being used for this battery mounted fleet tracking. So you can make use of the Eco5 devices for simpler installation in any kind of fleet, let be it a light vehicle, heavy vehicle, like camper vans, like any kind of equipments like forklifts, whatever it is. If it has a power supply, and you can simply go just mount the device with the U-type connector, and you can start using it right away. I mean, of course, you have to configure it. Otherwise, yes, you can simply use it right away. And you also have the option to get the intricate details of the vehicles like fuel level, temperature, etc., because of its BLE support. Next feature is trailer tracking. We already discussed about trailer tracking when we were talking about the Asset5 applications. But the Eco5 BM device, battery mounted device, also can be used for trailer tracking. If, let's say, you want to know the continuous updates from the location rather than getting the periodical update or daily updates, if you are interested in getting continuous updates from the trailer tracking, you can make use of the Eco5 battery mounted device for this purpose. Another very interesting use case of Eco5 device, you can install this Asset5 device on some power supply for like equipments where you want to know more about the fuel level, or let's say some kind of specialized doors, or some kind of fridge where you would like to know if the temperature, what is the temperature currently, what is the, if the temperature is dropping below the threshold, or if the door is being open, close, at like if there is any, if is it being open at some odd hours, or is it being opened by someone who's or not authorized. If you're also interested in like having like liquid level on a, maybe let's say a stationary tank, you want to know what is the liquid level, again you can make use of the Eco5 device, battery mounted device with BLE sensors for all this purpose. Okay, let's move on to the next device, which is the HCV5 Lite device with OBD Splitter Harness. Okay, so you all already know about the HCV5 Lite device. It's one of the most premium device in our portfolio. It has a lot of features. The main feature of it is it comes with two CAN interfaces, which can read data from FMS J1939 OBD. It can be used for, let's say, light vehicle tracking, or even in the heavy vehicle tracking with specialized harnesses. It comes with 3 DINs, 2 analog inputs, one switchable serial port, which is like you can make use of RS-232 or RS-485 at the same time, at one serial port at the same time. It comes with 4 DOUT and also the 1-wire capability of for driver registration. The device has a lot of features, which the main feature I can say is the impact detection, where it also can detect the accidents, rollovers. It can also reconstruct the accident, which is the accident reconstruction feature. The device also has custom CAN, which is very premium when we talk about it. It's with custom CAN, you can set custom rules to read data from the CAN lines. So let's say you have some very new, brand new, like let's say a very new kind of vehicle from the manufacturer, and you want to know what is the fuel level, what is the odometer reading from this vehicle. With custom CAN, you can simply configure the device to get the data from the CAN lines. If it is streaming on the CAN lines, yes, definitely you can get the data, you can get whatever is streaming on the CAN lines. So it also comes with custom BLE, which we were talking about in the Eco5 device. With custom BLE, you can again make use of any BLE sensors without having the need of special integrations. Then the latest, this device also supports Lua scripting, which is the latest addition of functionality in our portfolio. So this Lua scripting, with this, you can make the device behave in a custom way, like in a way that you need the device to be behaving. Like you want the DOUT to be activated when something happens to the DIN, or you have some custom requirements which needs to be addressed. For all this purpose, you can make use of the HCV5 Lite device. Okay, now let's see how you can install this HCV5 Lite device with a specialized OBD splitter harness. So as you can see in the video, as you can see in this picture, all you have to do is connect the OBD splitter harness, and then just to figure out where the OBD port in your vehicle is. Just connect it, and you can start tracking your vehicle right away. So this is actually a video which I think I'm not able to open it, but Yanina will be pasting the video recording on your on the chat. Maybe if you're interested, you can go check it out. So with this OBD splitter harness method, it is very easy, faster. The installation is very faster, very easier, without compromising the quality of the installation. With this, you can achieve at most professional installation method, which can minimize the risk of, let's say, faulty installations. And of course, you don't have to go rewire the device every now and then, because you are not going to find out where is the 6 pin, where is the 14 pin. With this OBD splitter harness, all you're going to do is just connect the splitter harness to the OBD socket of the vehicle. And again, with this OBD splitter harness, you can you can make use of the splitter harness to do discrete installation on the vehicles. Let's now look into where the device best fit. What are the applications of it? So this vehicle, as I was mentioning, so this device, as I was mentioning, it's meant for faster deployment projects. So let's say you have a light vehicle project of, let's say, 500 vehicles. In that case, if you are, and you of course need some CAN parameters from the vehicles, like the fuel level, odometer, anything that you can think of coming from the CAN lines, you can get it from HCV5 Lite device. So yeah, if you have such bigger fleet where you need to get the data from, in that case, you can make use of the HCV5 Lite device. With the OBD Splitter Harness, you can install the devices quickly without compromising on the quality of the installation. Again, this because of its custom BLE feature, you can make use of this device to maybe like connect the device to any BLE sensors, like anything that you can think of, any BLE sensors in the market, again, to get data from it, like fuel level, temperature, or whatever you can think of from a fuel level sensor. This device also has a feature called as transparent channel, with which, again, you can get data from any serial sensors without, again, having the need of any kind of integrations. The device simply sends the data the serial sensor sends without doing any parsing. So you can consider this device for those projects that needs custom behavior from DINs, DAUs, or if you are looking for some kind of special behavior that no other device is being offering in the market, you can make use of this device. Like you can simply script it in a way that you want it and start making use of it. Then again, this device, since it has two CAN lines, you don't have to use any additional fuel level sensor, like if you are interested in having fuel level, odometer reading, engine coolant temperature, you can simply install the tracker with OBD Splitter Harness. You can get the data if it is being streamed on the CAN lines. No additional sensors required, and you get the almost accurate, not almost, it is the most accurate data that is being displayed on the dashboard. Okay, so coming to the applications, this device can be made use of for like leasing fleets, rental vehicles, etc. So again, when you talk about leasing fleets, the rental vehicles, we usually bill based on the kilometers the vehicle has ran over the time. So for this purpose, you can make use of the HCV5 Lite device. You can simply get the odometer reading, the fuel level, mileage, or whatever the data that you require, which can ease the accounts and billing part. Again, you can get the perfect where the vehicle is moving kind of data, the continuous data from it. And it is the most important thing is you can simply do the installation as fast as you can with the OBD Splitter Harness. Again, you don't have to like worry about what pin and everything. You simply have to like make use of the OBD Splitter Harness, just connect it with the OBD, and you're all good to go. Next, again, you can make use of this device for company vehicle tracking. So this can be used by managers for to track the fuel, like resources like fuel, how many liters of fuel being used by every employee. For resource, it can help us save the billing. Then again, it can save the resources, like how where the vehicle is being taken, how many kilometers has it been gone, is it being used out of the working hours, or is it being taken to maybe let's say borders of the country, or is it going out of the country where it is not supposed to be going. So with this HCV5 Lite device, you are going to have utmost control in everyday operations of your company vehicles. Okay, so far we have been discussing about the different approaches that can simply ease the complexity of your installation. Now we are going to summarize everything that we have discussed. So we have discussed about Eco5 battery mounted, SZ5 and HCV5 Lite. So let's talk about SZ5 first, which is a completely wireless device, comes with 3 years of battery life with 2 pings a day. It also has IP68 housing, which can be used for daily updates, or it can also be used for periodical updates as per how you want it. Then we have Eco5 battery mounted device, which is again a device that you can make use of the U-type connector and simply install it as fast as you can. Again, you don't have to remove the dashboards or find out where the ignition lines are. This is very easy, and it also comes with BLE support. Then finally, we also had discussed about HCV5 Lite device, which is one of the premium device, which can be installed as a plug and play device with an OBD splitter harness. It comes with two CAN lines. It gives you a lot of data, like a lot of intricate data about the vehicles from the CAN lines. It has the additional feature of custom scripting, which can make use of if you have some projects where you need the device to be behaving in a certain way. Okay, now let's before we wind up, let's also look into some of the newest harness solutions that we have recently introduced. So this one that is in the picture here is for the Eco5 Lite Plus device. This Eco5 Lite Plus device is a device that you can make use for vehicles with higher power supply range. This comes with IP68 rated. It's an IP68 rated device. You can also make use of for motorcycles or vehicles that has like higher power supply voltage, 9 to 90. It supports 9 to 90 volt. And this harness is a U-type connector which can simplify the installation of Eco5 Lite Plus device. The next harness we have in our the newest addition is for Eco5 Lite Plus again, and for Eco5 5 wires. This harness helps you to connect the device to the OBD socket and power up the device. So you can order the device with this harness if you would like to ease the installation and to reduce the timing. Okay, so finally, as we come to the conclusion almost, so we can also, these are all the devices that we have in a portfolio. We have just mentioned a few of them here. We have a lot of devices in our portfolio. And to simplify the installations, we have different harnesses like OBD splitter harness, FMS harness, then EasyCAN, then reefers, etc. So our devices, as you know already, can read a lot of complicated data from FMS, CAN, OBD. It can read tachograph data. I mean, for European region, it can read reefer data, all those things, but without compromising on the data. But to simplify the complexity, you can make use of these additional harnesses. Yeah, so with that, that's all from my side. If you have some questions, you can put it in the chat and we will be answering it. And I now request Felipe to take over.
Yes, thank you very much, Fatima. That was very informative. Very nice to see how we can go through all different types of installations, some taking even a matter of seconds, some just a few minutes with such information as Canvas. So that's really great to know. And especially that we won't have any site revisits. So just to wrap up, want to share some of the resources that we have available. So these will always be available when using Ruptela products. So we've obviously got our documentation platform online, where you will be able to find all of the technical documentation, where you will be able to get all of the different tools that we've been talking about, all the different access, all the different updates, all of the configuration tools. Everything is directly online, doc.ruptela, and you'll be able to find and access all the information over there. Of course, we've got our device management platform, which allows you to update configuration files and firmware remotely. Once again, avoiding site revisits and just being able to handle everything in a very efficient way. As mentioned, we do have AI-powered support, so this will help you to get answers in a matter of minutes and solve problems that you may face very easily. Of course, also the firmware updates. So we are constantly keeping our firmware up to date. adding new features, new vehicle integrations. All of this is once again available on doc.ruptela, and you can update the firmware remotely using the device management platform. How to video tutorials. So Janina, I saw, dropped one of the tutorials directly into the chat, but please do check online also, as we have a lot more videos available covering a wide range of topics, and very easy to follow, and very quick, and which will be giving you all the information you need. Lastly, we do have support by phone also. So in the case of some emergencies or some unforeseen situations, you can just reach us out by phone and we will be glad to assist you. Going on, we'll check the Q&A. So I see that Janina has already been answering a lot of questions in the chat. So thank you very much, Janina, also. Also, I would like to mention that if any of the questions have not been answered, we will make sure to get back to you. So everything will be answered, of course. If there are any other questions, please do feel free to let them in right now. And this is a great wrap. So I hope that this session was informative, and that you were able to find new tips and tricks for better installations, faster installations, and more secure. Maybe that you also learned some more about the latest features that we've released. And please do not forget to get in touch with us directly. You can visit our website. We have also different teams for the different regions, and we would be glad to answer any of your requests. So thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Janina. And thank you all for joining. It was a pleasure having you all. And I wish you a great day.
Thank you all.
Thank you.